Hey, peace family, Kanja Queen here, and tomorrow is the new moon in Virgo new moon, and I have some good news as well. Today is our anniversary, 5-year anniversary, since we've been on YouTube. So we're waiting for some people to come up in our building because we are live right now, and I know you guys feel the energy of Virgo, that energy that's making everybody get their lives together, get their health together, just get more organized, get grounded, because that's what Virgos do. Virgos analyze all of the different details of everything. Virgo helps to clean things out, remove things that we don't need. New moon is all about new beginnings. So guys, let's start putting that intention out there now. Alright, so we see people come up in our building. Shout out to the Divine Royalty family. I see you guys coming up in here. Ashe. I see Tangela. Alright, what's up, family? Ashe. Alright, we got people coming up in our building. Alright. So I'm on my little Brooklyn wave right now. I got the hoodie with the shades and the, big box braids. Alright. Brooklyn vibes all day. We in Brooklyn right now. So for the people that don't know already, we moved back to New York. You feel me? The Brooklyn Bruja is back. So yes, let's get into this. We're gonna talk a little bit about this Virgo new moon. And before guys, listen, let's practice good home training, good manners. When you come up in somebody's house, you say hello, or you just drop a thumbs up, you feel me? So you come up in the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and shout out to the people that's already been in here before. All right, we got like 100 and something, 150 people up in here. Make sure you smash that thumbs up, help with the algorithms, because we want to share this message about the new moon and Virgo. All right, let me get my throat wet, because I'm gonna be talking for a little minute. Thank you so much for the donation. Who is that? Kirk Toreen. Love you, CQ. You always keep it real, and you help me early in my spiritual journey. Keep being you. Ashe. Thank you, Kirk. Ashe. Listen, let me tell you guys, because I always say I'm not going to try to make this video long, but we're just going to have a little talk. Get my water on. I know it's not alkaline, okay? So listen, all you guys that's judging me right now, I don't care. Okay. Now look. For the people that's just come up in the building, I just want to say happy anniversary to us. It's been 5 years since today. 5 years ago, we actually made our first YouTube video. We did our first YouTube channel. I never thought that my channel would actually grow to be as big as it is. So, all of this was not expected. It's been a crazy journey. Coming from deep depression in 2015, 2016, and then being the person that I am today. It's just like I said, I made this channel in order to document my progress, in order to document the slips, the falls, and all of that in between. And along the journey, I've attracted other beautiful souls such as yourself, other beautiful spirits, kin spirits, soulmates, that are also walking in the same path as I am. And it's really just been a blessing meeting with people, even if it's just virtually, on this platform, knowing that, I'm not the only black sheep, knowing that there's other people who also experience what I've been experiencing, and realizing that, we are a family, we are not by ourselves, even though we may feel that way as black sheep or outcasts. But yeah, that's what Divine Royalty is all about, man. So shout out to the Divine Royalty family, shout out to the family up in the building, and shout out to the new members, you feel me? Like, we all welcome you with love up in here, because there's always good vibes. Wow, confirmation, 222 people up in here. Yes, 222, that number right there. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, so yes, happy anniversary to us. Is good vibes. Now, this new moon in Virgo, let me tell you guys something, okay? This new moon in Virgo is the Virgin. Virgo is all about like health. Virgo is basically telling us in this new moon, we need to clean out the things that don't serve us. So that means our bodies, okay, our homes. You probably need to do some decluttering, throw out some old clothes in your closet that you don't even need. Listen, there's bees all around me right now, baby. Like Oshun been all around me. Me and my homegirl, shout out to Ebony, we went bike riding, and these bees just was following me. I'm like, yo, why are these bees? Look, Oshun is right there. I'm like, yo, that's Oshun, man. Oshun, and I got the gold in my hair. I'm like, yeah, Oshun is definitely around. Yes, somebody just said that too, the gold. Nikki, thank you. Nikki just confirmed that. Thank you so much, Ashe. Thank you for the donation. I missed somebody. Thank you, whoever that was that donated. Thank you so much. Look, If I don't shout you out, I'm going to get back to you, okay? But this is what I'm going to say. This Virgo energy is making all of us get our lives together. It's basically making us analyze like, all right, look, man, there's a lot of people in my circle that I need to realize like, all right, who belongs here, who's contributing, who's taking away from my energy. Like, you really need to sit there and assess like where you are in your life. Virgos are very detail oriented, so if you don't have a Virgo friend, you need to make some. You might also notice you might start attracting a lot of Virgos to you. You feel me? Like, I know a lot of Virgos. You feel me? Like, I know a lot of Virgo people, and one thing that I know about Virgos is like, the littlest things that you might overlook, they don't miss a thing. Like, it's very good to have a Virgo along your team to analyze like all the little details and nuances that you might overlook, especially when it comes to running a business, especially when it comes to like throwing an event or a party or some type of like, you know, festivity, festival or something. So a lot of things are changing. People's vibration are raising, and there's some people whose vibration is still stagnated. And you know what? That's none of our business, because we need to mind our own business and focus on our mind, our body, our spirits. Some people may say, well, you know, CQ, that's kind of selfish. Aren't we here to help other people? Yes and no, because you got to think about it this way. You know, you can't help somebody if you're not even getting help from yourself. Like, if you're not helping yourself, you don't have the wherewithal to help somebody else. Like, how are you going to get that energy? Dang, let me tell you guys, my scalp was on freaking fire. I just got these braids done yesterday. If y'all that know the struggle, when y'all get the freaking fresh braids, like, yo, my scalp was on fire, son. Like, yo, and my forehead is beaming right now. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked, but like, you know, my hair's a little stiff. So if I'm holding my head stiff, it's because like low key my scalp is in pain. So like about in 1 to 2 days the pain should go away. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Virgos will definitely help you get your life in order, especially if you could be a chaotic person. I would tend to say that me myself, I can be a bit of a chaotic person. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to admit it. You know, everybody likes to be, you know, society tells us, okay, you have to be organized, you have to be structured, you have to plan everything out. But the way that I operate, and some of you guys may relate to this, like as artists, as creators, some of us don't. Sorry, I'm in New York, so you already know the sounds, the sirens, the motorbikes. Okay, some of you guys don't work that way. Some of us are very right-brained people, such as myself. So like, sometimes you could be a little bit chaotic. Sometimes people who function best in chaos tends to be more creative, because there's some people who literally cannot even focus in chaos. I thrive in chaos. I thrive in organization. I know how to take that chaotic energy and formulate it and break it down so that it works for me in this whole linear world. And what is that? That's what we're talking about, dealing with dark shadow work, right? We're dealing with shadow work, dealing with chaotic magic, dealing with that dark matter. And we talk a lot about that in our previous videos. If you guys check out the playlist that I have called Shadow Work Dark Magic, check that out. If you guys haven't already started doing your shadow work, I highly suggest you do so. We've been telling people to start doing the shadow work about a few years ago, because we were preparing for this year in 2020. Some people may say this is the year 2012, but this is the year of Great Awakening, 2020 vision, to see what's really going on. It's going to be a big reveal. I feel like that's coming within the next 3 months. So that's including like the October, November, December. So just be prepared for that. And this is not fear mongering. It's basically just letting you know, like, on a microcosmic scale and a macrocosmic scale, things are going to be revealed to us. Okay, we're going to get back to Virgo, but I'm channeling right now, so that could be a little bit all over the place. And for you guys that are spiritualists or tarot readers or oracles, or like just chaotic beings, like, channeling, you could be all over the place. So just try to follow me, watch this video back. But I'm just spewing what's coming to me from source, from higher self. All right, so boom, things are going to be revealed to us from the macrocosm and the microcosmic level. So all right, CQ, what are you talking about? What do you mean by microcosm, macrocosm? Break it down. All right, boom, I got you. So basically, when they're talking about the microcosm, you might experience things on a microcosmic level. What they're basically saying is that microcosm can mean like you might get some type of revelation about yourself, some type of revelation with you, the self, right? Basically meaning, if you've been neglecting your health, if you've been neglecting your emotional health, if you've been neglecting your mental health, if you've just been neglecting you in general, that's going to be revealed to you this year. So you might notice like you might have some health problems that may come up. Those are symptoms. That's things that your body is telling you, hey, look, you need to take care of me. Hey, look, something's not going on here. So let's say, for instance, if you had no idea that you had some type of a health problem, it might be revealed to you, and that's a good thing, because now you know that you got to take better care. If you smoke all the time, and let's say you've been ignoring that cough. This is for somebody, I don't know who it is, but one of y'all, somebody in here probably smoke a lot, and you know that you shouldn't be smoking. You feel me? Even if it's cigarettes or ganja or whatever it is, and you've been having this weird cough and you've been ignoring that cough or whatever, but something may come up where that cough might start getting really painful, and you might actually need to go to the hospital, go somewhere, and it might get revealed to you that you have to stop smoking. You feel me? Unless you're gonna have your lungs may collapse. So you need to take better care of yourself, and for whoever that is, I would highly suggest you getting some mullein, make you some mullein tea, or even getting you some like dandelion root, burdock root, to clean out the blood, to clean out the lungs, to get that phlegm and mucus out of your chest, because that's going to help you to breathe better, and we want to strengthen our lungs at this time, okay? But that's for somebody in here. Even when it comes to alcoholism, some of us have to slow down with alcoholism. I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all in here, because y'all my family, and at the end of the day, I always say I'm not perfect. I used to be a party girl. I used to drink heavy, okay? I'm talking about, like, y'all know that cheap ass, big ass bottle of vodka? Like, I used to be able to drink that to the face by myself back in my younger years. And then the next day I wouldn't have a hangover. I would just be like, all right, I'm good. You feel me? Let my ass try to do that nowadays, okay, baby? Listen, I'm telling you, the older you get, your body cannot do the things that it used to do. And now I see what the old heads was talking about. It's like, okay, you start feeling that. And some of you guys, listen, when you start raising your vibration, what happened was this. When I started to step more into consciousness, when you start to awaken, and your vibrations start to raise up, little certain things that you were able to do before, you won't be able to do that anymore. Feel me? Because your spirit is elevating, so your body also has to elevate. And certain poisons and toxins that you put into your body, that your body became immune to before, your body can't handle it. Your body is going to just reject it, like, nah, I can't smoke that no more. Nah, I can't eat that no more. Nah, I can't drink that no more. Son, I can't, like, when I even see vodka, son, I get sick. I can't even, like, put it to my mouth, like, nah, no thank you, I'm good. You feel me? Like, I like to stick to my wines, and I be good with that. But I used to drink heavy. Like I said, I was a party girl. But you'll notice that, you feel me, once I started elevating, my spirit was like, you can no longer drink this. You got to stop drinking this. I couldn't. And even now, if I have like one little drink or like a shot of like rum or something like that, like, I am nice, I am lit, I am great. You feel me? Like, that's all I need is one shot, and I'm good to go. Okay? Because, man, that's your vibration raising up, and your body is telling you you can no longer take those things. So listen to your body. Don't try to keep doing things that your past self used to do, because a lot of us are not the same person that we were 5, 10, 20 years ago. Okay, even for some people that may be older than that, 20, 30 years ago. People are waking up at different points in time. The babies are waking up mad early. You feel me? Like, we are going to be the elders for them. We are going to be the new teachers. You know how we have, like, Bobby Hemmett or whatever, shout out to Bobby, like how he was the master teacher in occultism. He was the main one that was talking about dark magic and stuff like that when everybody else was scared. Like, Bobby Hemmett basically like raised a lot of these new occultists that's out right now. And I would say Bobby Hemmett was one of my main teachers. You feel me? And even to this day, all of the stuff that he's been talking about is coming to pass. All of that information, those 5-hour, 20-hour, 10-hour lectures, you feel me? Bobby been leaving a lot of jewels for us, and they still up on YouTube. So you guys gotta go check it out when you can, because they've been taking some of those videos down. You feel me? Shout out to Masterly Foolish. I know that he posts a lot of Bobby's stuff, and he also posts my stuff as well. He posts a lot of occult stuff, so check him out. And yeah, like, we gotta take advantage of this information while it's available, while it's accessible, and then memorize that. That's what our ancestors did. Everything was word of mouth. Everything wasn't written down, and it was for a reason. You feel me? Because when they was writing down certain things got lost in translation. You feel me? We're going to get back to Virgo, but we getting into something a little bit, and all of that ties in together. Because why? Virgo wants us to get Virgo wants us to get our mind, body, and spirit right and get organized within and without. Because you know why? Shit is really gonna start hitting the fan in Libra season. Why is that? Okay, because Libra deals with the scale. Libra deals with my eye. This whole entire year was a year of karma. Okay, all of these planets was going retrograde. A lot of things were being revealed. Exes, baby, listen, let me tell you something. Okay, if you were a really good person, and let's say for instance, you know, like you probably was in a relationship with somebody and maybe that person did you bad and you was the one that walked away, I'm telling you right now, those exes are going to be missing you and they're going to be coming back. Why is that? Because karma is happening and a lot of people are realizing things that they did wrong. You feel me? And even this could be for you. You feel me? Like, I'll admit that I wasn't always the best person and that, you know, we all think that we're the hero in every story. But remember this, in everybody's story, in somebody's story, you are a villain. And I know in somebody's story, I'm the villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, you may feel like you might be innocent, but to somebody else, they may feel like you hurt them very badly. And people hold on to vengeance. So to this day, I try my best to not piss anybody off if I don't need to. You know, like there's some people that you can't avoid pissing them off because they're already miserable and they're looking for a reason not to like you. People like that, I wouldn't even like waste energy. Dang, a mosquito just bit me right on my ankle. Man, these mosquitoes tearing me up. All right, I'm about to go in the house soon because I don't like mosquitoes. Yo, they wasn't even tearing me up like this in New Orleans. Hold on, let me put my feet up because I don't play that. Let me catch that mosquito. Anyway, where was I? Somebody help me. Where was I at again? Anyway, I'm just gonna go. In some people's story, you are a villain. So look, if there's been some people that you hurt, listen, a little while ago, not even a little while ago, months ago, earlier this year, I took some ayahuasca. I took it by myself. I went on an inner journey. And when I was taking the ayahuasca, and I'll probably do a video talking about that, when I did the ayahuasca, it was revealed to me that there were certain people in my life that I hurt and I didn't realize to what extent that I hurt them. And literally the spirit allowed me to feel the pain that I've inflicted. And a lot of the times, you know, we don't mean to hurt people. And that's something that I had to learn. It's like, you know what, you know, you might be angry at somebody because the person that hurt you, but what if they don't even know that they hurt you? Have you ever, you know, communicated and said, yo, what you really did hurt me? Or as a Cancer, what we tend to do is be very passive aggressive, where we don't like to seem weak. So we don't want to create conflict or make a person angry with us, or we don't like conflict, period. So we would just avoid the conflict altogether and just not say anything and harbor that anger to ourselves, which I know is very toxic. And for anybody who does do that, especially people who have who are introverts or who suffer with anxiety or things like that, or have very domineering parents, people who had parents that were very dominant and didn't allow their child to express themselves or to speak up, or if you had parents that always said, you know, stay in a child's place or don't speak unless you're being spoken to, you know, like people that come from those backgrounds tend to have this complex or this pattern where, you know, they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to tell people how they feel. So they'll just bite their tongue and deal with it. Anyway, ayahuasca definitely showed me the people that I hurt, and that's what this year was all about. So and Mercury will go in retrograde, I think next month too, in October. So yeah, you guys, we exes are going to come back. And I think it's going to be a very good time to communicate with these exes. Today is Wednesday, the day of communication. Tomorrow is the new moon. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be around 7 a.m. Eastern time. Last time I checked on Time Passages app, the moon app. Excuse me. But I'm all over the place. Virgo energy, give me some organization right now, okay? But I do know that when where was that going? I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. How many minutes are we in? 19 minutes. Okay, cool. 555. Is it 555 right now? Ashe. Okay. So, what was I going to say? Basically, this is the thing, okay? If you hurt somebody and that may come back up, you know, I would definitely suggest trying to reach back out to that person just to apologize, because that's exactly what I did. After the ayahuasca ceremony that I had by myself and it was revealed to me the people that I hurt, I literally the next day, like once I regrouped myself, because I was crying a lot, guys. Like, you will purge, you will cry. Like, a lot of childhood traumas came up, and well, I called these people up and like I literally apologized to them. You know what I'm saying? And surprisingly, these people were very receptive. They were very receptive, and they was like, you know what? I've been waiting for a very long time to hear those words. Like, I just wanted you to acknowledge. You feel me? Like, like it was just like a big weight that was lifted off of my chest and lifted off of them. And it's like me and, you know, the people that I reached out to, like, we're very cool. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, I'm really happy that we had that talk. So, you know, that might be for somebody up in here. Like, if the ex reach out to you, I wouldn't say, you know, like, just block them altogether, because it depends on the situation. You feel me? Like, if you feel like there never really was closure and you really feel like there needs to be some type of a talk or a sit down, then I definitely would say be open to it. You know, sit down and hear what that person has to say. Because remember, Virgo also deals with like dealing with that Mercury energy, communication. So maybe around this time, this is when people are going to have more of a, what can I say, a better way of formulating their words. Now, Mercury retrograde might make things a little bit mixy and choppy and stuff like that. Plus, Mars is retrograde, I believe, too. So just try to avoid confrontation. But, you know, when Mars is retrograde, sometimes it can make people aggression not as aggressive. So people who are normally like, and, you know, like never really like soft and able to communicate like effectively, they might actually be more passive now and calm, where they are able to express how they feel to you. So a person that's probably very stoic or very, you know them as always being a tough guy, or, you know, a very hard, tough woman, they might actually soften up. This might be the time where they might be actually more soft and receptive. Okay. Oh my God, the mosquito just bit me somewhere else. Hold on, no, I think I'm gonna have to go because I cannot right now. I'm gonna have to put some citronella on. But where are they? I'm looking for them. It's like I don't even see the mosquito. But I feel them. I feel them though. Okay. Spit on the bite. Yeah, that works. Oh yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much, Melina. Yes. Shout out to the moderators up in the building. We got almost 500 people up in here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. And thank you everybody who's donating. I appreciate you. Those who are hitting the Cash App, the PayPal, is also the YouTube, what is it, Super Chat. Now, Virgo. Virgos. This is the time to pretty much get your life in order. Dead ass. Like, new beginnings, like, you want to start off the new moon refreshed. So you can take a little cleanse. You can fast. You can, Virgo, you could, you know, work with some earthly elements. You know what I'm saying? Get your money in order. Try to figure out, like, yo, like, where should I invest my money right now? There's a lot of opportunities to build wealth right now. There should be no reason why you are suffering, because there's a lot of grants, and I might have to do a video. Oh, I just saw the mosquito. Okay, he went away. There's a lot of grants right now. Why do they go for my ankles, though? They go right for my ankles. There's actually a grant that's, you know, a ton of grants that's out right now, and they're accessible, like free money. So if you having some money issues, listen, I'm about to get on them too, okay? Free money from the government. I'm going to have to put you guys on, because there's people that need this money right now, and there's a lot of information that people don't have, okay? But listen, knowledge is power. So you need to, you know, get your money up around this time. Get this free money that's out and accessible. Thank you so much for the donation. You said I got shades on. Yeah, I had my shades on earlier today. I just came from bike riding. But I do want to get to some of these questions, because I'm supposed to be going somewhere a little bit later, and it's getting kind of chilly. It's nippy in Brooklyn right now. Why is it so cold? I'm used to wearing my sundresses right now in New Orleans, but you know, I gotta adapt to the changes. Ooh, look at that brown little squirrel. Is that a squirrel or a cat? I think that's a squirrel. Yeah, that's the big squirrel. Any questions, guys, that you may have? Oh, wink if you woke. Yeah, shout out to one of my followers who actually sent this to me. You feel me? I'm going to have to give you guys a new P.O. box because I don't live in New Orleans anymore. I'm going to have to change that on my thing. How my Divine Royalty family doing? Yeah, shout out to the new members, guys. If you want to become members of the Divine Royalty family, just hit that join button or hit the Patreon. Do I sell oils? No, I do not sell oils anymore, but I may come back. Thank you so much, Spirit Warrior. I just got my hair braided yesterday, girl, and my scalp is on fire. Fire, fire. Caught the ex gym. Girl, what the hell? Yeah, the exes, man, the exes. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't always have to have a bad relationship with an ex. Like sometimes you guys can just like, leave, pleasantly. I just need to have that conversation, understand. You know what it is though? You know what I think? Like Virgo's dealing with like communication, that Mercury energy, and today is a day of communication. I think that sometimes we just need to talk. Like the problem with people and relationships, a relationship is supposed to also help you grow. A relationship is about lessons, and some lessons we won't get unless we're in a relationship. So I know sometimes you may come out of a relationship and you might be like, you know what, I don't want to be in relationships anymore, but you could be blocking your spiritual growth because maybe the lesson that you need to learn must be through a relationship, whether it's karmic, twin flame or soul or whatever these names that they have now. Like there's different relationships. So maybe, just maybe, that toxic relationship that you was in, like maybe you could have communicated your needs more. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you've learned that, maybe you don't have to be so domineering in a relationship. Maybe relationships is not about owning a person because that person is not your property. Like what I've learned about relationships, because I used to be very controlling, hence I'm a Cancer, right? Cancers like to be very controlling, and once they got their little pinchers in you, they never want to let go. So being that nurturing motherly Cancer, strong lover, we love mad hard, man, and some people just can't take it. It might smother a person, but learning that the person that I am with does not belong to me. And once I realized that, it's like, yo, how people be like, that's my man, that's my nigga, that's my bitch, that's my girl, that's my woman, she belongs to me. They even have a song like what's that song called? Oh gosh, My Property something. This is an African song. My woman is my property. Oh, y'all know that song? I'm gonna have to play it for y'all one time. But I like the song, but the message is kind of crazy. He's basically saying like, my woman is my property, like she belongs to me. She do what I say, da da da. But I'm like, this beat is fire. But hold on, something about these lyrics feel like kind of wrong. I'm sitting there dancing to it. I'm like, I probably shouldn't be dancing to this, but I'm gonna dance anyway. So yeah, like, nobody belongs to you. Once you realize that, you be like, you know what? I am already, like, I'm happy, and I don't expect anybody to make me happy. I just want to share my happiness that's overflowing with someone else. You know what I'm saying? You know how you have so much joy in your heart, and you be like, oh my God, all of this love and abundance that I have, like, yo, I gotta share this with somebody. I gotta give this to my friends. I gotta give this to my family. I gotta give this to my man. I gotta give this to somebody because there's so much love that I have to give. And that's how I feel. I feel like my cup is literally pouring over, and I want to share it with people that are worthy. Let's say that, because there's some people who don't deserve your love and affection. There's some people, and that's what that Virgo energy too is like. You're organizing your life and helping you see a little bit clearer, okay? Because there's some people that's in your circle that you don't even need there, because they don't deserve you. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're a loving and kind person don't mean that you got to be loving and kind to people who disrespect you. You feel me? I give respect where respect is given, and that's something that I had to learn the hard way, because not everybody deserves your unconditional love. And some people may say you're supposed to love everybody, you know what I'm saying, love thy neighbor. But it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, there's some people who don't understand love. There's some people who've never had love. There's some people, like, as empaths, as healers, as women especially, we can be very motherly to our men, to our partner, and to a person. Women are more patient I would say this. I think that women can be a little bit more patient than men just because we're designed emotionally to understand and be empathic. Thank you so much for the donation, guys. Thank you so much, Shaman Spirit. Thank you so much, Molly. Who was that? Thank you so much, Molly and Luna Derosa. What? Luna Derosa. Um, what? Y'all made me lose my train of thought. Dang. What was I saying? Somebody get me back. Somebody get me back. Oh yeah, giving respect where respect is given. Also being open to communication. If exes do come back, I know some of you might be stubborn, like, I ain't talking to that nigga, I ain't talking to that bitch, like, nah, they play me, they try to play me. All right, you mad right now, and if you mad right now and you not open to that conversation, then don't do it. You feel me? Because sometimes it takes a level of maturity to sit down with somebody and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? The reason why our relationship did not work is this. Because guess what? If you guys don't have that conversation, you know, even when it comes to dating, like one of the things that I've learned to do as, you know, as a more mature adult is, let's say you go on a date with somebody and the person does certain things, or like, you know, you're with this person, but you start realizing, like, you know what, I'm not really into this person because they're doing all of these anti-seductive things, or they're doing all of these annoying things, like deal breaker things. So when you ghost somebody and you don't tell them what they did wrong, they're going to make that same mistake with the next person. And now, you know, instead of helping them, because I honestly believe in helping people, you feel me, especially if they don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who honestly just weren't raised a certain way and they don't really know how to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably giving out too much information, but when I was younger, you know, I used to always date older guys, and so it was actually an older man that taught me, like, okay, look, these are the things that men like. These are the things that, you know, men like to be treated this way. And sometimes, you know, it's best to get advice from a man to understand what men want, and just like men, like, it's best to get advice from a woman to understand what women want. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to talk to the sex that understands themselves. You feel me? I'm kind of going all over the place. Where was I going with this? Why am I all over the place today? What's going on with me today? What is going on with me today? Having that. Oh, where was I? Somebody bring me back. I was going somewhere. Somebody said I'm catching up. I'm waiting for somebody to help me. Okay, so sometimes you have to have a conversation with someone. Now remember, we were talking about dating. Sometimes you have to have a conversation with somebody that's not working. Like, you got to tell a person, like, look, you know, everything was all good, but, you know, like, I really just, you need to learn how to, you know, learn table manners, or, you know what, like, you need to learn how to open doors for a woman, or, you know what, you know, like, you need to learn how to, like, it's just like, you got to tell a person what's wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they hygiene is not up to par, sometimes you got to tell people, like, look, you know, like, you a nice guy, you a nice girl and everything, but, you know, like, I think you need to, like, you know, do something about that hygiene a little bit. You could say something nicer, you know, you can hint around it, but it's no proper way to let a person know, like, there's something wrong that they need to improve. Nobody likes criticism, but sometimes we have to have those conversations. Like, you know, it could be about anything. Maybe the person is too selfish. Maybe the person didn't communicate what they wanted. And I think that, you know, it's about having that communication. Like, look, the reason why we didn't work out, you know, first, you know, you could just be like, look, I know what I did wrong. I feel like, you know, if I could have been more, you know, blase blah in the relationship, maybe things could have been better. So we have to take accountability for our actions, and then you ask the person, like, you know, what do you think that you could have done to make our relationship better? You know what I'm saying? And if the person feels like they did absolutely nothing wrong, then, I mean, it's only, it takes, I guess you could say, like, maybe that person hasn't noticed, and maybe they could be a narcissist. I don't know. But I think that even narcissists can learn. You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of people are open to healing right now. And this is a great year for, like, you know, reconciliation. Crab legs? What are y'all talking about in here? You were speaking on women being the more empathic and patient, nurturing one. Oh yeah, women tend to be more empathic, more nurturing, in a relationship, and sometimes they can, deal with a lot of things. But honestly, guys, I think that, during this time, like I said, I'm just saying that exes, people from the past may come back, and even friends. It don't have to necessarily be an ex. It could be people, that you've known in the past may come back, because maybe, they might have good intentions, but you gotta fill them out and see if they have bad intentions. I'm not sitting here telling you guys to open up your door for, violent relationships. If your ex was beating your ass and you ran away and escaped, don't go back. Like, leave that door closed. Don't open that door. Damn mosquitoes. I had made some more moderators too up in here. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to everybody who's donating too. Shout out to everybody who's donating. I appreciate you. I wish that YouTube didn't delete the super chat questions. Hold on, let's see if I can scroll. Some people was asking me super chat questions, and I don't want to ignore you guys. You know what I'm saying? YouTube hating right now. Okay, that's a long way to scroll up. I'm sorry. Do you have any good recommendations for root work? I recently found out that there is an old African hex put on my woman in my family. Who told you that? If that was one of those fake babalas that ran up in your DMs on Instagram with a long ass name, 9 times out of 10 it's a scam, girl. Don't let these people fool you. You feel me? A lot of us could do our own generational curse breaking. It starts with us. You break it with yourself, and you break it for 7 generations after you. If you still feel like there's something under you, over you, or your family, then I would definitely say, no, I got a reading done by, I don't know who that is. But, I mean, if you trust that reader, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who that person is that you mentioned, but if you trust them, why didn't that person recommend to you what to do? That's something that I if you get a reading, when I used to do readings, because I'm not doing readings right now. I know y'all be asking me to come back with it, but I'm not right now. When I used to do my readings, hold on. When I used to do my readings, if somebody had something on them, or if somebody had like a block, or somebody needed to do something, I would always subscribe them what to do. And I wouldn't even charge them. I'd be like, look, this is what you need to get. You need to get X, Y, and Z. Take this bath at this amount of days. You feel me? Do that, like wear these colors. Like, you know why? Because like, that's what readers should do. It shouldn't be like, all right, look, I'll give you a free reading, but I'm going to have to charge you $5,000 for this bath that I have to prepare for you, or this, $10,000 for this goat that I have to sacrifice for you and your family. Like, everybody does things their own way. That's just personally not how I do it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit here and say, oh, this person's doing it wrong. I'm not going to sit there and do that, because everybody has their methods. But that's just how I'm saying. If you are a reader, anybody up in the building, and you a prospective reader, you want to read for people, I would definitely say charge reasonable prices, and also give the client the bang for their buck. You know what I'm saying? Help them out. That's what they're coming to you for. These people are trusting you. But to answer your question though, if you think that you have a root on you, my love, and you want to get it off your family or whatever, I do have a whole playlist on my YouTube channel that's called Magic Tips, potions and rituals, potions and stuff. It has different rituals and baths and stuff to take for attraction, for cleansing, for unblocking, for getting over an ex, the cut and clear bath and stuff. Yeah. All right, go within and ask the ancestors for help. They'll tell you what to do. You could do that too. Yes, Diaz, that's a great way to do it. The answer is within you. What's up, new subby? Shout out to the new subscribers. Okay. What's up, Yummy Slice? Yes, Yummy Slice. It's been a minute since we did a reading. Faye Dead says, what are some good herbs for healing the respiratory? Mullein. Mullein is really good, my love. We was talking about that earlier. Let me see. It's within. Oh, thank you, HTHTV. Let me see. More questions. Let me get to some more questions. I asked in Super Chat about integrating your God origin abilities and powers. Oh, Luna DeRosa. See, these are the questions that I like. Okay, hold up. Yes. Okay, Luna. All right. Integrating your God origin abilities and powers. Ooh, all right, let me answer this. Luna, this is what I'm going to say. A lot of us come from other dimensions, other galaxies, other planets, other planes than this physical realm known as Earth. Some people may come from certain constellations, which gives them more magnetic power than others. For instance, like there's some people who have spiritual abilities and spiritual gifts that others don't have. You ever wonder why? There's a certain gene or a certain chromosome or a certain, genetic code within you that makes you a little bit more superhuman than others. And they've been talking about this for a very long time in science as well as in, movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I told you guys before to check out this movie that's on Netflix called Code 8, where they're talking about like human beings evolving, where there's beings that have like superhuman abilities, where it become like a normal thing. You know what I'm saying? You know how a lot of us have like, that gut feeling or woman's intuition, right? And it comes naturally. Like superpowers are going to be more natural. And why do you think that they're trying to give you that shot to keep you sleep? You feel me? There's a lot of stuff that's going on to keep the human race suppressed and sleeping, because our genetic makeup was supposed to have already been advanced. A lot of us that's tuned into this channel, like there was supposed to be more woke people in the world, but there's a reason why a lot of us still managed to slip through the cracks to the system. Because I know when I was a baby, I got vaccinated. My mom didn't know better. Our parents didn't know any better. They probably didn't know the things that we know now. So we can't be mad at them. Just like our children will know more than we knew. Our children will know more than what we know now. And they'll do better for their children. You know what I'm saying? So, can you guys hear me good? Let me see something. Basically taking that information, taking that superpower that you have. For instance, all right, if you are a telepathic are people who are able to use certain parts of their brain to communicate with others without having to, verbally talk to them, or, thought travels faster than light, than sound. So there's going to be points now where we're going to be telepathically communicating with one another, like where our ancestors didn't even need cell phones, because, you feel me, if you wanted to meet somebody by the river, you just send them a telepathic message like, yo, meet me by the river, at sunset, and they will be there. They would just know. So we're getting back to that now. Like that power is becoming way more potent now. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but I know I have, and I've been working on my superpowers, like constantly practicing, constantly building up on it. Taking my elixirs. Guys, if you guys have not been taking your elixirs, what are you doing? Like, this is why a lot of people have been having crazy ass ascension symptoms. For the young lady, for Luna that asked about, how do you tap into your powers? How do you, like, if you are, because we call ourselves divine royalty, right? You can't just call yourself that and you're not actually walking that walk. You can't call yourself a king if you're not acting like a king. You can't call yourself a queen if you're not out here acting like a queen. You feel me? Like the 48 laws of power said, act like a king and you will become one. You have to know, you gotta know in yourself, like, yo, I am this, I am a goddess, I am a god, I am who I am. You feel me? I am my higher self, I am a divine being. If you guys don't like that term God, you feel me, whatever term you want to put on it, because there's some people who's going to argue with me in the comment section and say we're not gods, but technically they say God has the power to give life and take it away. Don't we have that power too, right? We can create a baby and we can also murder somebody if we want to. So that will kind of be the same thing as, having the power of a God. But we're not going to get into the whole politics of that. But I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, but these mosquitoes, I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I'm getting sidetracked. There's a lot of us that have these gifts. What you got to do is, if you know that you are a natural healer, meaning that you have the ability to Your energy is healing. Like, you can just, people come around you and they feel better. If you have that gift, then that means that you need to be into some type of work that deals with people, that deals with helping people, whether it's the youth, whether it's the elderly, whether it's, mature adults, whatever it is. You have to tap into your own power. You have to sit down and do your shadow work. You have to sit down with your higher self. You have to sit down with your inner self and your childhood self. And you got to sit down and talk to the different aspects of you and figure out, okay, you know what? This is who I am. Even studying your astrology chart. You guys, I would definitely recommend downloading this app called Time Passages. If you have iPhone, it's free. I don't know if it's for the Android. I don't know. I don't have an Android. Team iPhone, So they might have a different app for that. I think they do. Can't think of the name right now. But download Time Passages, and you just need your birthday, the place you were born, and the time. If you don't know the time, just put you don't know the time, and it'll pull up your astrology chart. Studying your astrology chart and understanding your astrology chart. And you know who I really like on YouTube? Shout out to Astro Finesse. I love his astrology videos. Like, I know there's a ton of people who do astrology videos, but yo, I think he's from Brooklyn too. Like, he just have a swag. I'll be looking at him, I'll be like, yo, every video he got a new outfit. I'm like, look at him swagged out. And then I just like how he communicates. So check him out, Astro Finesse. You feel me? If you do check him out, just let him know Conjure Queen sent you. He is a really dope person. I like how he breaks down astrology in layman terms so you can really understand what it means. Your Venus sign, your Mars sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, all of that stuff and what it means and how that makes you a certain person. Understanding your destiny, understanding past life stuff. Like, I literally was binge watching him like, yo, this dude is really good. So, but yeah, check him out, Astro Finesse, on YouTube. Dude, I think some of y'all probably watch him too. Oh, well, we got more Brooklyn people up in here. Yeah. I might even have to get him up here on the channel. Like, he's pretty cool. Yes, Thunderbird video is still there. Thunderbird video is still up. Guys, if you guys haven't checked the Thunderbird video, please check it. Because they took down my other video when I was giving those natural remedies before this whole, like, CV situation came down. I think last year in the wintertime, I was telling people what herbs to get or whatever. And, the internet, the YouTube just took it down. A herb that you want to check out, though, because, if those shots become mandatory, which I doubt it, because our ancestors are blocking things from happening. You see, what's happening is that, you ever play a game with somebody and they're a sore loser and they don't want to just take that L? You feel me? Like, let's say, for instance, they've been playing the game, they've been winning the whole time, and finally it's like you understand how to play the game. You finally know, like, how to maneuver things. So now that you whooping their ass, they don't want to take that L. That's what's happening right now. Those people that's been, controlling the world and manipulating and, putting, this person against that person, divide and conquer for all of these years, people are starting to wake up and see through that bullshit and be like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. We've been falling for this same trick for how many centuries now? People are waking up and looking around and realizing that this matrix that we in is not even real. That life is bigger than just, colors. And life is bigger than just, like, the rich and the poor. And it's like, they trying to find all these little things. More people are waking up and realizing, yo, this whole CV situation made people realize what's important in life. The whole world shut down to make you realize, yo, what's really important? Having people around you that love you and support you. You feel me? That's what's really important. Having a team, having a family, having a community. That's what it really comes down to. Because, yeah, okay, you could be on your own and you could go off the grid and be by yourself and nature is just you by yourself. But, like, let's be real. Would that really be fun? It might be cool initially, maybe the first week, maybe the first month, maybe even the first year. But then after a while, you're going to start feeling like, damn, I miss this, or I don't have nobody to talk to, or, like, I want to procreate with somebody. Like, I want to do something. I need a team around me. I need some supportive energy around me. Human beings are designed to roll in tribes. We always had tribes, tribal members, chiefs. Thank you, Minx, for the donation. You always have, Dang, it's getting nippy out here. Thank God I'm in my hoodie. Oh, what time is it? Oh, I gotta go. I gotta meet with somebody soon. Hold on. Shout out to everybody who's hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you, moderators. Goodness, I think a mosquito bit me right on my butt cheek. Lord, man, they know where to bite. Jesus, little vicious little things out here. What's going on December 21st? Yo, somebody was telling me to do a video about that. You know what? I really don't have a comment on that because I haven't really meditated on that deeply. But just on the top of my head, I will say this. I don't like doing videos that talk about doom days, or this is the day where the world is going to end, or this is the day, because they've been talking about this for a very long time. So do I feel like there's going to be a shift in energy? Yes, definitely. I definitely feel like that shift already opened. Lionsgate was a portal that we entered through, and we not going back. After Lionsgate, guys realized that it's been a lot of like passing aways. There's been a lot of transitionings. There's been a lot of things happening. Things are going to be happening you know, on the financial level. They're talking about a global reset. They're talking about they're going to have health, what they call them, med beds, where, you know, you can just lay down on this medical bed. You don't even have to get surgery anymore. We can lay it out in this bed. You guys seen that, what was that thing? What was the name of that movie? Oh my God, I'm so mad I can't remember the name. It was a movie where there was people that was living like in a lower level and people that was living like in the sky. And the people that lived on a lower level was sick and stuff like that. But you had to be rich and wealthy to live in the sky. And they lived forever. Like they had this bed that they would just lay in and it would heal them. And this guy needed to heal his mother or something like that. So he climbed all the way to the top to get his mother in there. Can somebody please help me? Yes, thank you so much, yo, Novocaine. Yo, you the MVP. Asylum, how you say that? Elysium? Yes, that movie, son. Yo, that movie is fucking fire. Yo, check out that movie, son. Now I'm about to rewatch that movie because that medbed thing is real. These movies be telling us what's going on. They already had this technology. They are releasing it now because those people that's been hiding all this information from us, it's a lot of shit going down, bro. It's a lot of shit going down. And this whole CV situation was a cover-up to keep the sleeping masses, you know, kind of entertained. Because let's be real, if everybody found out what's really going on behind the scenes, that all these celebrities and stuff, and I've been telling you guys, I'm like, yo, a lot of 2020 is going to be revealing a lot of things about these celebrities and idols and politicians that we've been looking up to, been doing some really foul stuff. A lot of people, even YouTubers, guys, you guys been seeing YouTube, son, like, yo, YouTube has been like, a lot of YouTubers been like bugging out, and this people are like, they MK Ultra programming is just shutting down. Clones and stuff are shutting down. And you got to think about it. Where are they handlers? Where are they handlers? Okay. It's a lot of things that's happening right now. Some people is talking about people getting executed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to sit here and say that's a fact. That's 100% fact. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. But I just know that a lot of stuff is happening. A lot of stuff is going down right now. And it's going to be very revealed soon. Like I said, the next 3 months, get ready. Get your popcorn ready, baby, because a lot of us are going to sit back and watch things on a microcosm and a macrocosm. Things are going to be revealed to us about space. You feel me? Things that we thought were true about astrology and space and the moon and the sun and the earth and nature and stuff and the sea is going to be revealed to us. Things about history is going to be revealed to us. Things about our physical body that they've been lying to us about in the textbooks is going to be revealed to us. You feel me? Like, you know, we've been taught our whole entire lives that we only have one brain, and that's the one in our head. But people don't realize that, you know, your stomach is a brain. You feel me? You have a freaking brain in your stomach. Why do you, like, that's why, like, if you guys ever realize, like, when you eat a lot of, like, heavy foods, you feel like you can't even think straight, your mind is all cloggy or whatever like that, because, yeah, that's dealing with the intuition, the brain in your belly, your emotional brain. Celebrity culture is canceled. Yes, JH. Yes. School system is the school system is not even like what it was anymore, because think about it. Why would somebody pay mad bread to go to a university when they could just Google that shit? When they could just go online and read it for themselves? I used to always say that to myself. I'd be like, yo, why am I even sitting in this damn college? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I could just like read this shit myself, I could teach myself psychology. I could teach myself philosophy. I could teach myself like, you know, advanced math. I could teach myself all of this shit. Why am I here? It's a scam. It's a ripoff. And so people are realizing that this whole CV situation made people realize, like, yo, I don't have to go to school, because I could do this from home. I could do this on my laptop. You feel me? Like, people that's been like working from home, they're realizing like, yo, I don't have to go in and do this. Like, yo, I could work from home. I could be a digital nomad. I could be in freaking China. I could be in Italy. I could be in Zimbabwe. I could be in freaking Puerto Rico right now, getting paid, doing what I do, doing what you love, traveling and getting paid. This is what CV been revealing, if you guys are paying attention, showing you guys that, you know, you could teach yourself. You can make your own money. Money is out here. I had made a course months ago, and it's still available. Course telling you, yo, how to make your own money, how to start your own small business, how to get your own bag. There's opportunities out here. I'm from Brooklyn. We know how to hustle. We know how to get money. So I'm like, you in Brooklyn and New York, the way that the rent is, you're going to have to learn to hustle. My first hustle was selling candy. I was a little girl selling candy in school, making my money. You feel me? I was not playing. My Capricorn moon is all about, like, look, we got to get organized. You feel me? I've been very independent since I was young. I didn't like relying on people to take care of me. So always have your own bag, ladies. You feel me? Always have your own bag. There's nothing wrong with a man providing for you, because I definitely am very old school. I believe that the man should be the provider. The woman is the nurturer, the home carer, home giver. That's just my ideologies. I'm a Cancer, very old school. Okay, some people say, oh, that's outdated, but that's just personally what I like. You know what I'm saying? If you want to provide for the man and pay for the man and do all the, take care of the bills, and that's you. But me, listen, I don't know. Okay. I don't believe in 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my take on that. That's a whole nother video. Anyway, I made the live. What's good? Body by Line, you made the live. You know how much you missed? We was talking about a lot of stuff. You're going to have to catch the replay. Yes, Janelle, no 50-50. No 50-50. 3 brains, head, heart, stomach. Oh, and some people may have a brain between their legs. We're not going to get there. You feel me? So that might be technically 4 brains. Okay, the lower nature. When nature calls. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, when your mind be saying no, but your body, your body be saying yes, girl. Get you in trouble. I'm mad I missed the live. Oh, don't be mad. You can play it back. We all been in those situations, okay? Are we talking literally or figuratively here? Regarding what? 333. Ashe. Oh, what are you, Cali Town? That live, the live is lit. It's always lit. Oh my God. I'm not about to serenade to you guys because I don't want to break your eardrums, okay? Check the 2020 quarters. You see Kanye wilding out. Listen, y'all, Kanye be saying real shit, but people be calling him crazy. It's like, yo, Kanye be saying some stuff that just shakes people's feathers up. Like, you feel me? I ain't gonna say I agree with everything he say, but some of the things he say makes you just be like, you know what? There's some validity to that statement. You know what I'm saying? That he's done said in the past. Anyway, oh, that's what I was saying before. Elixirs. Guys, take your elixirs because the autumn equinox is coming up. It's going to be even more shifts that's happening. I know that you guys tune in to know like what's going on in the spiritual world, but I don't want you guys to depend on me to give you guys the news on what's happening in the spiritual, you know, that I'm about to say diaspora, spiritual like dimension, like what's happening in the spiritual world. The best source of information that you can get is from higher self. Like, you need to honestly take time to sit down in nature, to take time to sit down with self, and really just sit there and be quiet and listen to the messages that come. Write them down because you may not remember them. You know, if you guys don't want to get distracted with writing while you're meditating, just, you know, what I do is I put my voice notes on record, and I like talk, like spirit is talking through me, and I'm recording what the spirit is saying to me, and then I replay it later, and I meditate on what the spirit said, and I write down the key points that I need to focus on, people that I need to get rid of, people that I need to work with, things that I need to do, improve on. Life is just about self-improvement. Everything that you do is about learning, and it's about improving self. If it's anything that you're doing that's not improving you in some way, then it's really just a distraction. Yes, it's a list of elixirs that I have. The atomic ormus, the colloidal silver, the liquid chlorophyll, and also the spirulina and chlorella for your iron and minerals. I have a list on my Amazon link. It's in the description, as well as I'm going to pin it to this video when it's done. Oh, 600 something people up in here. Hit that thumbs up button. Shout out to the new members. Who is that? What's up, YMK the Creative? Ashe. I like that icon you got. Shout out to everybody who donated. You feel me? But yeah. Whew, it's chilly. It's chilly. It's chilly. I'm about to go inside. Yes, Peachy, I left NO. I am back in New York. I live in New York now. Shout out to Brooklyn. Okay. If you guys want recommendations, Betty, for book, I have a whole book list that my favorite books that changed my life on spirituality, on money, on life, and the Amazon link. Guys, please check out the Amazon link. It has a list of the herbs that I take, where I get my ancestor money from, the herbs that I take, and stuff like that. Okay. So what else I need to know about this new moon? Okay, just to close though, like, this new moon is all about Virgo energy. I want you guys to study a Virgo, understand what Virgos are about, and try to incorporate that Virgo energy within your life around this time. Within the next, we set the intention, we set the stage for the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, sorry. For, you know, set your intentions, write it down. What is it that you, what seed do you want to plant for the next upcoming week? What type of energy do you want to attract? Do you want to improve your health? Do you want to get more organized in your life? Do you want to have more clarity so that way you can understand the details? Because some people can see the bigger picture. Like, you might have, you know, big ideas, but when it comes to sitting down and you know, doing the little nitpick boring things, that's that Virgo energy that you need to work with. You feel me? Or find you a life coach that's a Virgo, or a friend that's a Virgo that can sit down and help you get it. Thank you so much, Natalia, for the donation. Ashe. Yes. So, you know, if you already have that Virgo energy, it's going to be a very powerful time for you. Okay? But get organized, get cleaner. I know that, you know, coming from New Orleans, coming here, I'm very happy that I'm surrounded by a very health conscious community. A lot of my friends in New York are vegans, alkaline vegans, like they're very healthy and fit. Like I said, me and my homegirl just went bike riding around Dumbo. So, like, you know, that's good for me, because going down to New Orleans, they're not really that health conscious, you know, like anybody in here that's from New Orleans, no shots, I'm not trying to attack, but let's just be real. A lot of people that are down there are very obese, very heavy, very unhealthy, and they don't have that many healthy food stores that was near me. It's very limited and far in between. So, like, I gained like 20 pounds down there. So now that I'm back in New York, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm moving around more, I'm exercising, I'm running in the park, like, you know, like, I'm more active, I feel more ambitious, I feel like, yes, my zest is back, I got my zest, I got my zing, like, I'm ready to do my thing, you feel me? So that's how I'm feeling. Brooklyn does that to me, New York energy does that to me. And so, like this Virgo energy, I'm focusing on health, I'm focusing on my mental, my spiritual, my physical health, my communication as well, verbalizing what it is, like, constructively putting my words in ways so I can effectively communicate with what I want. You know, the old me used to be very passive, where it's just like, you know, as a Cancer, we think that people can read our minds and know what we want, and then we get mad when people don't know what we want. But now it's just kind of like I communicate that. It's like, look, no, this is my love language, or this is what I value. These are my values. This is what I respect. This is what I don't respect. This is what I can take. This is what I cannot take. You feel me? This is my limit. These are things I like to do. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people that I roll with. These are the type of people that I don't really fuck with like that. Like, I know who I am. I know what I want. And I focus on things that I want. Things that I don't want, I don't focus on, because what you focus on, you make bigger. Okay? You don't want to focus on things that you don't want to attract. You want to focus on things and people that you do want to attract. If there's somebody that you idolize, or somebody that you look up to, or somebody that inspires you, then you need to study that person. You need to, make that person your mentor or your teacher. Let's get out of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, jealousy is a very dangerous place to be. And sometimes, you might find yourself envying somebody and you may not even realize it. You know what I'm saying? Envy is very real. It's a human emotion. You are having a human experience. So don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel ashamed for feeling jealousy. It's just part of the experience that you have to work through. If there's somebody who has something that you want, try to study that person. Be like, yo, how did they get that? You feel me? How were they able to do that? Study that person and understand that person instead of just being angry at that person. That's how I learned. There were people that had certain things, you feel me? Yo, I used to hate that shit back in the day when, what's crazy? What's crazy is, and there was a comedian that made this joke. They say that, when you're poor and you're around a lot of other people, like when you're in poverty, let's not say poor. When you're in poverty, right? Let's say you living in a hood, you living in a very low income neighborhood, and all your life, grade school, all your friends was in a hood, all y'all was in poverty. Middle school, all your friends was in a hood, all your friends was in poverty. Then finally high school, it was high school when I started realizing, I'm like, you know what? A lot of my middle school and people in my area wasn't going to the same school, and I started meeting people who parents had money. You feel me? Like, it was different. It was like a different world. And I used to be thinking to myself, like, dang, how these people got nice ass houses and all this stuff, how come I don't? How come my family don't have that? And for the first time, like, I think I felt jealousy. I never felt that before, because it's like, you never know what poverty is until you're around people who have money. And so in that moment, I could have made a choice to either be bitter and angry at people who have money and despise them, or I could learn from them. I could say, you know what? I don't want to be this way. Now that I know what it looks like to have money, and I'm around people who parents and family got money, I want to study that, because I want to have money someday, and I want my kids to be able to have the things that I had. The only reason why I went to that school because I was really smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was a really smart girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got there. That's the way that I got out of those bad areas, out of the hood, was my intelligence. I used what I had. And so that put me in certain predicaments and places to meet people who had wealth. And I started working with them. And so, long story short, I started hustling. I started saving my money. I started taking care of self. I started to stack up my paper, all of that stuff. And so here I am today. And the reason why I bring that story up is because that lesson there taught me that you always have a choice to either be bitter and miserable and despise the people that have what you want, or you can learn from them and you can either be like them or transcend them. Real life story. So I just hope that story inspired or sparked that fire that somebody in this room needs, somebody in the channel, you feel me, need, because I know at that point in time, I needed that spark. You feel me? So jealousy, use that emotion to fuel you. Use that emotion for ambition. Like, yo, you know what? I'm going to transcend that person. You know what I'm saying? I can have that. I know I could do it. You know what? I'm going to study this person. I'm going to get those things. And little do you know, like, it will improve you. Because that's all jealousy really is. It's just you wanting what that person has. And people that are bitter will never admit that. They'll just try to make you look bad so they can feel better. But all that really does is make the jealous person, it just makes their jealousy stand out even more. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I need to go charge my phone and I need to go. But I definitely hope that story helped. People will never admit that they're jealous. I'll tell you that. But like I said, it's a human emotion. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It is nothing to be ashamed of as long as you work through it. You feel me? Conjure Queen, have you ever been to a farmer's market? I have been. I love a farmer's market over there. Anyway, guys, we've been in here for about an hour. I don't want to bore you. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. Shout out to the new members, Divine Royalty members. Make sure you get your elixirs because there's going to be a lot of energy shift that's happening. The new moon is tomorrow, as well as with the on September 22nd, which is the autumn equinox. There's going to be another shift. A lot of shift that's happening, like I said, from now into the next couple of months, 3 months. So October, November, December, big changes are happening. Prepare your mind, body, and spirit with it through these elixirs, through fasting, utilizing this Virgo energy to plan how are you going to handle things for the next 3 months. What are your financial goals? What are your health goals? What are your personal goals? What are your relationship goals? What are your social goals? Whatever your goals. 3-month goal, weekly goals, daily goals. Let's set them. Set your intentions with this Virgo energy, okay? And you're going to be okay. Shout out to everybody who donated. Shout out to everybody who participated in the live. I love you, family. More things soon to come. And once again, congratulations. Today is our 5-year anniversary doing YouTube. It's been 5 beautiful years, and we've grown so much. Thank you, family, for supporting me along my journey. It's been a crazy journey, but we've grown so much together. Anyway, I'm gonna go. It's getting cold, and these mosquitoes are tearing my butt up, literally. Like one just took a bite out of my left butt cheek. Oh my god. So anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Watch that movie. Watch this video over. If you guys came in late, get those elixirs. And get everything in the description. I love you guys. See you soon. Peace.